You know what I don't get, bro? And this is just me yapping. This is just me off the dome. I made a video on this about 2 years ago of the truth about alcohol. And I'm deciding to make another video because this is just something that I just don't get. And I know people have been consuming alcohol since the medieval times. Like, alcohol has been out. It's even in a religion, I assume. But this is what I don't get, bro. Alcohol consumption. When people, proceed to consume alcohol, they doing it at a celebration. They're doing it to have fun, or they're doing it for the purposeful reason to get themselves drunk. Because, like, why not? You know what I mean? I'm young. You know what I mean? You only live once. Why not get yourself super drunk so you can wake up the next morning hungover and feeling like shit and throwing up? The one thing I don't get about alcohol is that people literally rely on alcohol to make them have a good time. You're relying on poison, something that really doesn't belong in your body, something that if you even just drink 2, 3, or 4, the next day you're going to be feeling like shit. The next day you're going to be throwing up. The next day you're going to be having brain fog, and yet you still proceed to consume it. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, you're literally relying on poison. Okay? Just really think about it. You're really relying on poison to make you have a good time. And you're probably saying, well, I mean, like, dog, like, that's the whole purpose of having a good time. It's to go to parties, it's to drink, it's to hook up with girls and stuff like that. But you don't realize that there's other ways to have fun other than consuming alcohol, other than consuming poison, toxin. It's other ways, bro. And you're probably saying, oh, well, Quan, I mean, everybody else does it. How bad can it be? What you mean, how bad can it be? Have you heard of an alcohol addiction? It gets really bad, bro. If it gets to the point that if you go throughout the whole week of drinking straight alcohol, and then that next week you can't stop, your brain has to keep relying on it, that's how you know it's a problem. If it gets to the point when you drinking and stuff like that, and you might feel good in the present moment, at that particular moment, but the next day you're waking up, you're throwing up, your stomach hurts and stuff like that, that's how you know it's a problem. That's how you know that stuff like that does not belong in your body. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it, bro. It's like people would literally go out here and proceed to do stuff that will fuck up their body just for the fuck of it. Sorry for my profanity, but it's bad, bro. And I know stuff like this been around for a while, even before I was born, even before you was born. Alcohol has been out for a very, very long time. And back in the day, it was used as a celebration, as a symbolization of I achieved something. So therefore, I'm gonna use this specific product, which is alcohol, to have fun. You know what I mean? To lay back, to chill, to symbolize that I've achieved something, that I've done something. But it's getting to the point that people are literally going out here and trying to get themselves drunk. Trying. And most people be like, well, when you're drunk and stuff like that, you're not yourself. And when I'm drinking and I'm, doing something, you know what I mean, in the club to fit in and stuff like that, people see that I'm drinking and consuming alcohol, I'm able to pull more friends, I'm able to get more girls. But you gotta understand, those girls and those buddies that you hang out with are not your fucking friends, bro. They're not. And you shouldn't be hanging around people like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If you wanna be something in life, if you wanna achieve greater, then going to the party and drinking and stuff like that, don't you think that's holding you back, my nigga? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. If it gets to a point where, like, you can't even take the first sip the first time you're doing it, you have to take small sips because of how strong the alcohol is, how strong the chemical is, then that just goes to show that it does not belong in your body. And like I said, bro, I'm just yapping, bro. I'm literally just laughing, bro. But alcohol consumption, bro, like, I don't get the whole morality of it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get the big hype about it. My uncle, shout out to him and stuff like that, he told me when I was like 16 years old. I believe I was 16, 17. I'm 18 now, if I don't know. I just graduated last year. So I'm not really allowed to drink alcohol until I turn 21, which I'm not. You will never see me consume filth and garbage like that. But he told me one time when I was 16, he was like, I cannot wait for you to turn 21. I was like, what you mean by that, uncle? He was like, because when you turn 21, you're going to go with me. I'm going to introduce you to some stuff. You know what I mean? You're going to, basically basically have a nephew and an uncle there. And looking back at it, I think I know what he means by that. I think he means that since I'm at the legal age to drink poison, he's gonna, cause my uncle and stuff like that, he's not really an alcoholic, but he does proceed to drink alcohol. I think he means by he's gonna take me in a club, of course, a bar or Applebee's or whatever particular place has alcohol and stuff like that, and it's gonna introduce us to my first alcohol, my first beer. And looking back at it, it's like, why would you want to draw somebody? It's like people are so brain dead. They're so mind controlled to the point that they draw other people into drinking poison. Like, don't you get it? Like, it's no other way for me to say this, but you're drinking poison. Like, do you know how much like that affects your body in a negative way? Like, they got y'all like so hooked, like a dangling puppet. Here you go, drink poison. There you go, smoke weed. And y'all wonder why the lifespan of a human now is like to 70 to 60. I love y'all, man. But if you're an alcoholic, bro, I'm gonna make a separate video on this of how to like overcome your addiction and stuff like that. Because I feel like me, I don't know anything about alcohol and stuff like that. I don't know the withdrawals of alcohol. The only particular type of like addiction that took a toll in my life, obviously, if y'all know, is porn. But I feel like I can help y'all overcome any particular type of addiction with the knowledge that I have. So I'm gonna make a separate video on that. This was just me yapping. But I love y'all. 2025, like I said, it's y'all year. Y'all keep grinding. This was just me yapping. If you're drinking alcohol or you think about drinking alcohol, stop it. Don't do it. Love y'all. Keep going. Stop it.